Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. My video today is an empties video. Yay, hallelujah. It's definitely taken me a couple months to go through some products, but I finally have, and my box is pretty full. It's a lot of smaller stuff, so it is a lot of stuff. There's definitely a lot of empty stuff in here, but they're like smaller containers. Anyway, let's begin, shall we? First of all, this is the very end of my stock of Orbe dry texturizing spray that I picked up last year during the Black Friday sales. Love this stuff. Super sad that those are done, but I just got 4 new bottles during the Black Friday sales this year, so I have my stock for the upcoming year. Another hair product, this is the Healthy Sexy Hair Sulfate-Free Shampoo. I think it says moisturizing shampoo. I'm not sure. Most of the writing has been worn off. Decent shampoo. One weird thing about this, it has such a strange texture. I feel like when you squeeze it out, it's almost like it's like thick and sort of, it's just this weird texture. I can't even describe it. But it's almost like you squeeze the bottle, and then when you release the bottle, it like sucks it back up. So it's kind of a strange texture. But decent shampoo. I'm still working on the conditioner of that. I always seem to go through shampoo faster than I do conditioner. Okay, next, a bottle of Bioderma Kraling water. I will forever have this in my empties videos. I think when I left France, I had 12 bottles of that. I think I'm down to about 8. Yeah, not gonna be in need of Bioderma anytime soon. Another skincare product, this is by Alpha H. This is the Triple Action Cleanser with Thyme. Not even sure if you can see that. White on white. Really excellent gel cleanser. Love this cleanser. I don't have any more left. Very sad about that. This was a cleanser I would generally use in the morning. Just very light sort of cleanser to use. Let's see what's next. This is the Shea Moisture African Black Soap Body Wash. Did a yay or nay on this. Oh, I love the way this one smells. It's kind of a strange smell, but it's very nice. It's kind of a warm, sort of like sweeter, earthy kind of scent. Next, a bottle of nail polish remover. This is the cheapo stuff from Target. So exciting, I'm aware. Next, sheet masks. These are all sheet masks. Love my sheet masks. So I have 3 of the Karuna exfoliating masks. 1, 2, 3, and you will see on all of these, I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of crimped. Because basically every time I use these masks, what I've begun to do, I will use the sheet mask once, and then there's always a load of extra serum left, so I just kind of fold it over, put a clip on it, put it in the fridge, and then the next night I'll use that extra serum. Also, I went through 2 of the Karuna clarifying masks, did the same thing with those. The clarifying ones and the exfoliating ones are my favorites. I do love them. I really like this brand Karuna. I think they do really nice sheet masks. I kind of think they're some of my favorite sheet masks I found. A little bit pricey. That's why I say to try to get a couple uses out of it. Not the actual sheet mask, because that's gross. You can't use the sheet mask again, but there's always extra serum. Next, I had 2 sheet masks by the brand Innisfree. The first one is the It's Real Olive Mask, and the second is the Innisfree It's Real Squeeze Mask Tea Tree. So I actually just got a whole bunch of these in the mail. I made a huge haul from this Korean site called Style Korean. Got a ton of Innisfree products. Tons of sheet masks, tons of like Tony Moly sheet masks. There's some other company, it's like Garrison 9, I don't know, but I love sheet masks, and I'm super stocked up on sheet masks right now. All right, now into the tiny little stuff. So this was a sample of the Nipe Herbal Bath Valerian and Hop. So this was a sample. You can sort of see it's a little bit blue. This was just kind of like a thing you add to the bath. It wasn't really like bubble bath. It was more just like an oil. Yeah, it was more just kind of like an oil, but it was bright blue, and oh my goodness, it smelled so lovely. It was so calming, so peaceful. But I wasn't really sure how I felt about it being bright blue, because I know it's definitely like an added color, which that sort of freaks me out. But it was kind of fun, like having like a proper bright blue bath, but smelled super good. Next, this is the Antipodes Aura Manuka Honey Mask. I've talked about this before. Absolutely love this product. I feel like every time I use this, the next morning my skin looks so hydrated and so much more clear. Oh, love that product. Let's see, another Antipodes product. This is the Joyous Protein Rich Night Replenish Serum. God, I feel like Maybe I talked about this in a different Empties video. If I did, I'm sorry, I apologize. Maybe I was just keeping the container anyway. This is a fabulous night serum. I definitely want to get a full size of that one. Next, oh my gosh, I think this product is so overrated. This is the Sunday Riley Start Over Active Eye Gel Cream. I do not like Sunday Riley products. I think they are so expensive and I did not see any drastic results. And in fact, I feel like this made my eyelids be sort of like dry and flaky and sort of irritated. I thought it would go away. I really wanted this stuff to work. There's still definitely some in here, but I just don't even care anymore. I just don't want to finish it. I was not a fan. I also had Sunday Riley Good Jeans. I returned that, and I also had Sunday Riley Ceramic Slip Cleanser. Returned that to Sephora as well. I will not be buying any more Sunday Riley products. I just think it's too overhyped and too expensive for what it is. Okay, next, another Alpha H product. This is the Alpha H Absolute Eye Complex. This is a nice eye gel. This is decent. I've gone through a few of those. Yeah, it's okay. I feel like this packaging though, this was very difficult to actually get it out. I ended up having to like decant this into a little glass pot because the pump on that stopped working. The Alpha H pumps suck. Like the pumps on these types of products are fine, but this sort of pump, this sort of action, these pumps on Alpha H products always break. I don't think I've ever had an Alpha H pump that like worked the entire time. They always break. Okay, next, this is the Hemp's Original Body Moisturizer. Really nice scent. I do like this Hemp's brand. Although I think it's kind of chemically, I'm sort of trying to get more towards like the all natural, all green sort of thing. So trying to get rid of all the old stuff. Anywho. Next, this is a sample mask by Christophe Robin. This is regenerating mask with rare prickly pear seed oil. This was fine. Nothing to write home about. I think I got that in a box. I want to say that was in like a Look Fantastic box. Not sure. Next, this is the Nuxe Nirvanesque Eye Cream. This is decent. I've gone through a couple tubes of this. I was using that sort of as my day eye cream. Then I ran out, and then I was using the Alpha H one. Then I ran out of that one. So now I need a new day eye cream. Okay, next, a couple makeup products. First, these are all things I've done yay or nay on. First, Maybelline Falsies Mascara. Did not like this. Next, L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. Did not like this. I feel like this is probably a huge waste of product because I used it a few times and didn't like it, and then it just went into my Empties box. It's just so clumpy. Like, look at that hot mess of a brush. Ugh, did not like that one. Next, really like this product. This is the NYX Eyebrow Marker. My shade, what shade are you? Deep. Yeah, deep. This is really nice. It's just one of these like felt tip pen sort of things you use for your brows. Super, super quick, super, super easy, really affordable, and really nice product. Next, this is the Makeup Forever Aqua Rouge. So basically this is a waterproof lip product. This is just super old. I could still keep using this, but it's so messy, and this has gone through three Halloween, so it definitely needs to be dumped. It's had a lot of damage from Halloweens. Anywho, next, this is nail polish by Jinsoon. This is in the shade Nostalgia. This was an okay shade, but I wasn't in love with the formula for Jinsoon polishes. The Nostalgia shade was very pretty. It was a very nice sort of nudie pink beige. Very pretty neutral color, but I don't know. I feel like Jinsoon polishes got a lot of hype, and I didn't really love them. I didn't think they were that amazing. Meh. But this one, yeah, it's just like it got all separated and gross. Oh, it looks so nasty now. And it was really thick. And then I tried to add a little bit of nail polish remover to thin it out, and it's just a disaster now. Next, this is the Weleda Skin Food Lovely Hand Cream. This stuff is definitely more on like the green sort of spectrum. Did a yay or nay on that, gave it a yay. Really, really like that one. I was definitely using that more so before bed, and I even have gotten into the routine of using those little nerdy cotton gloves. I would use the Weleda Skin Food and then put on my cotton gloves and go to sleep like that. Because that stuff is definitely a little bit on the greasy side, so I do prefer using that at night, and I like to put the gloves on to just sort of lock all of that moisture in. Okay, next, as is always happening every 6 months, I finish up a Bite Agave lip mask. Oh, why can't they figure out a packaging change? The paint is always totally gone. and I don't like having that gray paint all over my lips or my fingers. But I love Bite's Agave Lip Mask. I use this every night before bed, and I've actually started using it during the day too. I love that product. Okay, and finally, just some samples. So this is the Malin and Gitz Bergamot Body Wash. That one smelled quite nice. Next, the Skin Food Royal Honey Toner. Meh, it was fine. Nothing super, super special. Okay, next, this was a sample of the Dermadoctor Dermatologist Body Scrub with Chemical and Physical Exfoliation. It was fine. I didn't really like having the chemical exfoliant in a body scrub. For a body scrub, I really like to use just a physical exfoliant, like my sugar and oil body scrub I make myself. I really like that. I don't know, I felt like it kind of tingled a little bit. I wasn't a massive fan of that one. This was the Strivectin Volumizing Hand Treatment. You know, it's fine, but like this sort of product, I feel like it's impossible to judge based on like one of these sample sizes because you use it once and then that's it. Whatever. Second to last, this is the Boschia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. This was fine. It definitely warmed up in your hands. Like it was kind of a warming product, so I liked that. I did feel like it cleansed pretty well. I don't think I really use this much at night. This was generally more of like a morning cleanser, so I couldn't really speak about how well this removed makeup. It is actually black, like all of the Boschia black products. The one thing I didn't like the smell. I think that was the only thing I didn't really care for. It sort of reminded me of the scent of Castile soap. Like if you ever get those big like Dr. Bronner's jars of liquid Castile soap, it sort of smelled like that. So meh, it was fine. And finally, this is the H2O Micro Collagen Eye Cream. This was fine. Yeah, that was definitely a decent little eye cream. Nothing, I don't really remember anything particular about it, but I don't remember it being bad. And actually, I feel like this is sort of what I started using after the Start Over, and I felt like the Start Over was making my eyelids super, super dry and just having these weird, nasty dry patches. So I felt like the H2O eye cream sort of saved my eyelids. Oh, and also there's a razor in here. This is just one of the cheapo Target brand razor. Yeah, I don't go too crazy with my razors. Anyway, that is that. Those are my empties from, oh my gosh, let's see, November, October, possibly part of September. I don't remember when I last filmed an empties, but it's been a while. Anyway, lots of good stuff. Always feels good to clear out my stash. I also actually did just toss a ton of old makeup, a ton of old products, and I have a big bag of stuff that I'm giving to a friend because I just have way too much stuff and I feel like it's cluttering my life and I need to just purge and simplify my whole beauty routine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.